what the motivational messages of the month for all of our lifetime members so that if they need this message, they can keep it. But it's just a recap of what we talked about at our Soft Girl Sunday event, which is making sure that you are prioritizing yourself and taking care of yourself first. Um, I had a speech where I was talking about one of the vendors that was supposed to be attending our event that unfortunately passed. And she was a friend to my mother. She was a friend to my brother, my family, me. She was very sweet, loving, supportive, always offering to do stuff for people. She was very eager and excited to join the event. She was supposed to be doing logo tees, or not logo tees, but like t-shirts that said Soft Girl Era on them. And she was really happy to do that because she hadn't really been pouring into her business as much, like the business development side of things. So when I invited her to the event, she like lit up. And I was just excited that she was going to be there because of how supportive and sweet she was and how kind she was to my mother. And I was like, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for her to be there with us. And unfortunately, she passed. And in the process of that happening, you know, the question that I just kept thinking was like, man, this person who's always doing stuff for other people, if she had spent half of that time that she spent taking care of and supporting other people on checking in on her health, would she still be here? That's the question that I just keeps rewinding. And so at the event, that was the conversation that we talked about. Because I want to remind people, don't let your last breath on this earth be spent in a space with people that either don't appreciate you or working for people who would not work for you on the same level if the shoe was on the other foot. Because yes, we have our passions, yes, we have our callings, but in many cases, people are not as supportive and generous for when it comes to pouring into you on the level that you are for them. Are they sharing your business? Are they promoting you? Are they supporting you? Even if they can't shop at the moment, are they bringing you referrals? Are they really going for you as hard as you go for these people and as much as you go for them? Because in many cases, we are just consistently available, helping. Oh, you need a ride? Oh, you need this? And when you need it, who's there to help you? Who's going to be there to do that? Is everybody going to be just as eager? Now, in some cases, you will have friends and family that are, but in a lot of cases, also, you will have moments where people are not as eager to help you. Oh, I can't lend that to you. I got to do this, even though you lent them who knows how much. Or, oh, I can't help you with that. I can't promote that. I can't do this, even though you promoted, who knows how much you promoted or helped them with. And sometimes it may not even be the same exact thing that you're wanting from them. It's just the energy of them reciprocating that support of what can I do? How can I be of service to you? Okay, if you haven't shopped for my business, but if you know that I watch your kids every other 3 weeks, when I ask you, can you show up to this event one time? Can we, pull up for the people that support us, be there for our support systems? That was a conversation because what ends up happening in our community, I feel from my experience and from what I've seen, is we have people in our community. And when I say our community, I'm talking about the Black community. I'm talking about the small business community, people who are having a dream, working for their dream, but also trying to lift up a whole family or a generation. I'm talking about the community of women. What ends up happening is we are that support system, and everybody comes and they all take. Susie comes and she takes a cash payment because she needs an advance. Sally comes and she takes some funding because she needs help with getting something for her doctor's appointment. Joe takes and he takes some furniture because he needs it for his office and you're getting it for free. Um, Gina takes because she is starting a new project and she needs some cute clothes. So she goes in your closet. And then everybody just keeps taking Joe, Gina, Sally, Sue, all these people until they come back and say, hey, can I? And before they can even finish, your answer is, I don't have it because I don't have anything. Or you're not there to answer because you are not here on this earth because you have spent your time stressing your body and your mind, taking and providing, letting people take things from you, but they are not coming back and replenishing you. And that's what I'm seeing in our communities. People, women who have upheld families for who knows how long. And then when they're sick or they need help or they're down or they need someone to come work for them, all of a sudden everybody's busy. But you weren't busy when you needed that ride. You weren't busy when you needed somebody to show up for you. You weren't busy when you wanted somebody to share your page. You weren't busy when you needed somebody to wear your clothes. We just see that happen so often, and it's just become so normal that, and I'm noticing this not just in like business, but also like in romance. It's become so normal that people are normalizing weird behaviors, like integrity lacking behaviors. This is not a normal thing to not be there and show up for people who show up for you. That's not okay. But we've normalized it and we silence ourselves. Not everyone, but some people silence themselves when they're going through these things and just keep pushing and keep turning the other cheek because it's their family or their loved one. When in reality, they just need to get exactly what they're giving. Nothing. Okay. But to end on a motivational note, I just want to remind everybody to be selfish this year and pour into yourself. Before we turn off the recording and get into our motivation room privately, did Lacole, MJ, did y'all want to add anything to this message? India, if you would like to add something to the message, feel free to chat, type it in the chat, let me know what you're thinking. And I'll be more than happy to, you know, put you on. You're on recording still, so
I'm gonna add. Let me turn on my camera first.
yeah, turn your camera. Let us see you. Hello, hey.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
hit with you. Um,
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. I should just let you go. My bad.
you started this.
I'm sorry.
Um,
Serious.
all right. So the message was very on time with everything that is going on in the world. Not only the big world, the planets and all that great stuff, but your own world. Everybody has something going on at any given point in time, and you just have to remember to um take care of self. You have to remember to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody's gonna take care of you. Nobody. And as rough as that might sound, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be the one to get up and do your push-ups, do your crunches, do your planks, drink your water, take your vitamins, um, get your sleep. Okay? You have to be the one to do it. If you're not doing it, and if you don't have that type of community around you where they're telling you to, hey, go do that, you're gonna run yourself into the grave.
Mm-hmm.
I sat back and I listened to the message that you gave about the young lady who was supposed to attend the event. I'm very sorry to hear that, because, you know, that is a question that a lot of people might think of. Well, if she gave so much to everybody else, then did she ever give to herself? And I don't know this person, so I do not want to speak on this person at all. But it is something very common that happens in a lot of households.
Mm-hmm.
There's somebody running, running, running for somebody else or everybody else, but nobody is telling that person to take your rest. So it gets rough sometimes, because you have to remember to take your rest. But also, as a business owner, you want to be able to, run up every check that you can. And sometimes not every check is worth it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
Repeat. Repeat.
Not every check is worth it. It's not. If this check means I gotta get up out of my bed at 12 midnight in whatever time zone you are in, count me out, because I need my sleep. I know me when I don't have my sleep. She ain't cute. So, ladies, gents, whomever is watching this recording and need to hear the message, take it from take it from somebody who understands. It is great to run business, and as somebody who runs multiple businesses, I can I can definitely understand the want to run it all, but sometimes you need, not sometimes, you need rest. You need rest. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
You're going from your 9 to 5 to your 5 to 9 to your weekend to your Sunday job. Rest.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I need to go schedule some personal days in my part time so I can just request off because I don't need anything to do.
Yeah.
Yes, could I use that money at that time? Yeah, but I can always use the money.
Hmm. But we can always use our life that we
It
need
ain't gonna be
sleep
no
for.
good in me having that money if something happens and I can't use it.
Hmm.
Yep. That.
Look, my coworker tells me, and I do it. He doesn't tell me this, and I don't listen. He tells me this, and I listen to this. He tells me to take one weekend off a month. One weekend a month. To do what? Whatever. But take one weekend off a month to get back to you. If you knew me or if you know me outside of the internet, because the interwebs and me in real life, they're the same person. But the real life person, she got a lot going on.
Yep.
Y'all see the glamorous side, y'all see the business side, y'all don't see the personal side. Y'all don't see the days where I don't feel like getting up. And there are days where I just allow myself to rest because I don't have a choice.
Yeah, exactly. We got to stop thinking our health is an optional focus. It's not an optional
Your
focus.
health is not an option. Your health is not a toy. Your health is not a pair of socks that you take off and put on whenever you feel like it. You got to live with whatever's going on inside of you or on the outside every single day of your life. And if you're not taking care of this body, you better start taking care of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. This ain't nothing that just came up in the 2000s. This stuff
Yep.
been going around for a long time.
Yep.
Yep.
Take care of yours. Even if you already have these ailments, that's okay. Take your medicine.
Hmm. Be as invested as you are in other stuff into your health. The same way we can research, oh, who told who on what show to do what. We need to be researching what
Listen,
vitamins do I take to get up. Like that's what we need to be.
listen. The
That's what we
way
need to
that
be
the
doing.
internet was invested in a particular first lady in a dress,
Man.
I need y'all to keep that same energy when it comes to you and your health and your dress.
Yep.
First lady in a dress. I'm lost.
Oh, oh,
It was wasn't it something about was it Michelle or was it Melania?
neither. It was a pastor's wife.
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about reality TV?
No.
no, it was a post that
No, this real. This
yeah.
no, this a real pastor. Girl, I'll get with you once we get off
So
here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We gonna we gonna talk about that
I'll
later on
catch
the
you up on that one
motivation.
because baby, the people went in on her,
they
and
had the
her husband
Let's
influence.
went
just say
in
they
on
didn't
them.
have
It was
anything
hilarious.
motivational to say. But yeah, no,
But
but
keep
you're
that same
right
energy.
though. The
Keep that
concept
same
still
energy.
stands true. Like we focus so much on other people. I'm thinking you talking about the first lady as the president. I thought you were talking about with Michelle Obama and how they always be talking because they do talk a lot about her good and sometimes people have weird things to say.
Yeah.
But it's like for you to
And
have all
I'm
that
not entertaining
energy.
nobody who's talking down on First Lady Obama.
Okay. But
Not
it's just the
entertaining that one.
energy in general, though, for you to be able to have that energy to talk about and focus on other people, even if it's not in a negative light, just the curiosity. We don't understand how precious our health is. Like, we need to have that curiosity towards our health and taking care of ourselves. It's a dedication that, like, you just got to understand how important it is. And once you get it, your motivation is there. Like for me, that's been my biggest thing is I want to not have issues with my body that I could have prevented through taking care of myself, taking my supplements, um, consistent fitness, focusing on a healthy weight loss journey, emphasis on healthy. But you are right. I mean, it's true. We got to worry more about ourselves
Yeah.
than others. Lacole, you got something for us? What you got? Good take, MJ.
Well, I guess the thing that I would say is being that I am in the midst of the health issues and going through the different things right now myself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, for to be excited to go to the doctor because you know that you're getting to the end of getting off of this chemo pill and, you know, excited about that and then get hit with the fact that you might have cancer.
Yeah.
Um, and then next is, okay, well, we think you have an internal bleed. So they've
Mm-hmm.
been searching for the internal bleed now. It's a lot to deal with and try to stay focused. And then the first thing that came to my mind is neither one of my parents made it to see 70 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So my mindset was at first it was I was done. I was depleted. I was deflated. It's like it took everything out of me. And I went to the doctor because I was consistently tired. And I'm always energy above 99.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always on go. Always on go. And I couldn't get past 3. My body was just tired.
Mm-hmm.
So your body will tell you what it needs to do. Your body is going to be the first response to whatever's going on with your health. Even if you're not listening, it's going to make you listen. But
Yep.
we don't want to get to the make you listen part. We want to get to the point where we're on top of it before it happens. Because that way it's no ifs, ands, or buts. If something happens, it's because it's God's will, and not because we wouldn't be leaving somebody like you say, Katan, with the question: if I wasn't doing so much for other people, could I have prevented this? If I wasn't going above and beyond for everybody else, could I be furthering my business? If
Yeah.
I wasn't going above and beyond for everybody else, would I not have to have a job? Would I be able to just run my business the way I want to run my business and not have to go to a 9 to 5?
Mm-hmm.
It takes away all of those what ifs when we know that we're doing what we need to do for our health. And my health, as of last year with the heart attack and everything else that went on, I could care. I'm not gonna say it like that. I respect my time. And if you cannot respect my time, then I don't have time for you. Um, I came into 2026 with the mindset that everything that didn't go right in 2024, everything that didn't go right in 2025, all of that is going to be behind me. And the only thing I'm doing in 2026 and moving forward is making sure that me is taken care of. Because when I take care of me, then everything else falls in line.
Yep.
And if I continue down the path that I was doing, because I was going above and beyond for people that didn't even have the decency to pick up the phone and make a phone call to do something that was paid for free. And it was
Yeah.
it was to the point where, dang, I could have put that into my own business. I could have put
Man,
that
that
I could
hit
have
me
put that
hard.
into India business. I could have
Yeah.
put that into somebody else's business, Lashonda, Kanitra, Katan. So many different people that would have been above and beyond appreciative.
Yep.
One of them I understand completely. I
Mm-hmm.
understand one. The other ones,
It's
uh-huh.
it's
But
the inability to realize how much a person has sacrificed to try to bring you to that space. And all you had to do is show up. You saying that out loud is like I get emotional just thinking about it because I was just talking about this yesterday at the brunch. This woman's gonna make me cry again just thinking about it. I'll be crying all week. I can't do this.
oh
But
no, I'm sorry.
when I was talking to the winner who won the prize, Stephanie, she said something and it was like, oh, it was like the moment that I felt like a moment of just like release because even though you see it and you have those people in your corner that are rooting you on because they see it too, um you
Yeah.
have moments where it can be very frustrating, it can be very trying, and you have to ask yourself, like, man, is this just something that doesn't need to be done, or is this something that I don't need to be focusing on because of those moments? And what you just said, which is like, I could have poured that into something else myself or someone else that would have saw the value and appreciated it. It's like what she said. She said, when people are doing things for you in your community and they are pouring into you and they are helping you and they are providing resources for you, all you have to do is show up.
That's it.
All you
That is.
have to do is show up. And when I say show up, I don't mean come into the room and stand and stare and look at somebody in their forehead and then say, where's the money at? That's not what I mean when I say show up. I mean, show up, pull your sleeves up, and get ready to work because all that you need, the resources, the growth is all there. All you have to do is show up. And some people
That
don't
part.
even realize that. And
That
I
part.
was talking to that woman because we were talking about the event and how, some people, unfortunately, some people are were like you said, sometimes people are sick, sometimes people are not able to attend. But in some situations, you get people who they just don't show up to what they commit to. Like they schedule it, they book it, and then they just don't show up. And then they don't communicate. And then they don't tell anybody to go. It's just they don't communicate. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be funny. I'm
Jesus.
no,
Jesus.
they
Because
they
did
do.
Lacole, did we not have this conversation?
They don't communicate, and then they're just not there. But what they fail to realize is you had a space where people were ready to receive you and support you, and all you had to do was show up. And I can't tell you how many times where I have pre-created something and put something together, and an individual has said, I want sales, I want promotions, I want supporters, I want Google reviews, I want this. I create the space, I do the work, myself, my team, the people I hire. If I get volunteers, family, whoever I get, we work hard behind the scenes to make sure there's a production that you are able to attend and be present for. And then you have all these wonderful people that decide to come and show up and be present, and then you don't show up. And it was free.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know I had an event with over, what, 20, 30 plus people that you could have given a service to and gotten a review for each one of those? Because I don't know about you, but if somebody said, hey, I'm inviting you to this place, come get 30 Google reviews. It's
Right.
free. Just come up here and do a mini demo of what you normally do, or come up here and do this speech and come get 30 Google reviews in one day. Come get 20 Google reviews in one day. Come get shares. I'll give you an example. Soft Girl Sunday, we got posts just popping up. People are promoting without us even asking them to promote. I'm still being tagged since yesterday. So it's free. It's $0. Free to you. That's what we need to end with. Free to you. But what somebody else
That
sacrificed for you to be able to do that and be there?
that
And what's
part right
crazy
there.
is
You better say
I
that.
had a I had another daughter. My other twin was in town. She could have came and taken advantage of one of the tickets
Yep.
that for the people that didn't show up,
Yeah.
and he would have had the opportunity to share. His parents went home early because I told them, hey, all of the free tickets were gone, and she wasn't. I guess they weren't prepared for the spin, but she was like, the next time, let me know.
Yep.
Coming.
Yeah.
So they're not coming just because of Catan, because they don't know Catan, but they're coming on the strength of me, and they
Yep.
know
Mhm.
me, and they want to support me. And it was just the acts,
Yep.
and they were ready. My daughter
Ready to
was
go.
didn't
Ready
know
to
she didn't know
support.
anything about it. She didn't know
Mm-hmm.
nothing about it, and I was like, oh well, let me check with Catan and see if she got another ticket.
And she was so supportive. She just walked in. She was like, "Okay, where am I going? What am I doing?" I was like, "Look, let me show you. Let me give you a quick walk through." She was very supportive, and her children were wonderful. So I appreciate her for coming out, Lacole.
Military twin.
You
They
said
wasn't
what?
gonna. That's the military twin. They was not gonna be no problem. I knew it already. Now the other twin, on the other hand, her little boy is woo and side. Yeah.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
But
jump back in here because Lacole, we've had this conversation about showing up.
Hmm.
We had this conversation every time we get up on the camera together. It's more than just saying, "Oh, I want this. I want $1 million, and I still haven't got it." That does not mean that I'm not working for it.
okay, don't mean she's not coming to get it.
Right,
Amen.
That part.
right. Look, these two ladies can attest for me, who has worked with me for years. Unless there is something going on that I cannot attend an event, I'm in there.
Yeah, she's actually one of
Yeah.
the people on the list that if she's not there, me, my assistant, we would be like, she must be sick. Okay,
Exactly.
let's give a couple
Or
days. You
something
know,
going on. Something
And
something's
going
going
and
on,
and if
and
I'm
But
keeping
you
it
too.
all and if I'm keeping it all the way real with you, I showed up to a recording and I dealt with a death. I showed up to a live business show. We had severe weather. We didn't know
yep.
if we were gonna have power.
I did an interview from a toilet. Hello, hello.
Not a toilet.
Hotspot in a laptop. We working.
Okay, during a storm in a Texas storm, and y'all know how these southern storms are. We don't know
And
what we get in.
and
You
me
could
down
be
here in
in
South
your
Georgia,
toilet and
we
out
don't
the
know what
window
hurricanes these are gonna look
with
like ever.
Toto in 20 minutes. You could be out there with Toto in the windstorms or in this toilet. So you just got to be somewhere safe where you secure. I am
All
doing an
by myself.
interview from a toilet, from a commode.
Right. I literally sat and did, and I don't know if Katan knew this at the time, but I did my brand storytelling session, my interview, while I was dealing with the death of my mother.
Mm,
And while she was in coach mode, coach didn't know that I was dealing with a death.
right.
You can't say that you want something and you're not willing to do it. Now, do I know that she would have told me, "Hey, let's reschedule. You're dealing with the death of your mom. I'm so sorry to hear that." Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do I also know that if I rescheduled, I probably would not have done it? Also, yes.
Self awareness.
Yeah.
I know me. I know I'm not taking no foolishness. I know there's things that I might mess around and forget if I don't write it down or if I don't do it immediately.
That part.
So
That's
for
me.
some people to say, "Oh, I want this and I want that," but you're not showing up for the places where you might be able to get that, you crazy and you don't lost your mind.
Yeah.
Motivation.
That was
I'm just,
motivation.
I'm joking.
January.
It is
It is
motivation. It is
January
motivation because it's the
2026.
truth. Like,
This is
listen,
January 2026.
If
no,
you're not
no,
show, but if you're
Go
not showing up
ahead
for the
and
free
fix it.
stuff, I know you're
Fix
not
it.
showing up for the stuff that you got to pay for.
and I don't know if it was you, MJ, or because we had a few people that dealt with some loss this year. You weren't the only one. There was a lot, right?
I'm
But,
sure. I'm sure
but
that somebody within the directory have been dealing with something, whether
yeah,
it
but
was a death,
I say
whether it
that
was
to say,
health.
yeah, because I don't want to finish. I want to finish that sentence because you're not the only one. Sounds like I'm saying you're not the only one. That's not
Right.
what
No, I
I'm
got
saying.
what you.
No, what I was going to say was you're not the only one that dealt with it. However, there were a few people that I found out. I don't know if you were one of the people. I thought you told me, but it was at a private setting. Was it after the meeting or was
It
it
was
before?
after.
Okay, okay, yeah.
It
Got
was
it.
after.
See, so it's the communication factor of I'm going through this. Now she chose to tell me after, but like she said, communicate that ahead. We just cancel, we reschedule, we do something different, and we find another date. I've had a few people where we just changed their dates and rearranged how we're doing the interviews, or we said we're going to come back to that and plan that later because unfortunately they weren't able to attend due to loss. I won't say their names, but I'll say that at the end of the day, we all have life going on. And so you have to practice trying to communicate through that. Even if you feel like you can't do something anymore, just simple communication sets you apart from the average person because there's a lot of people who don't communicate. They just deuce. And that's cool and all. But like I said, free to you, you don't know what other people did or paid to get there. This event that I have been working on, I have been working on this event for a long time. We've been talking about this way before now, like months before now. I have been looking for sponsors, trying to make sure that we get the right people in the building, people get tickets. And so this is not necessarily towards people that, got a ticket that wanted to attend as a guest and, just weren't able to make it because the guest ticket was about you being pampered. So if you weren't able to make it, okay. But for people who are saying, I need these opportunities, I need this to be in this space, I need to do this, some things it's just free to show up. So when you said that, like, man. But did you want anything else you want to add to that, MJ and Lacole? Because I know Lacole was talking, but then MJ needed to piggyback off of that. But then I wanted to piggyback off of what MJ said, and then we came back
No,
around.
if I go back and add any more to this, we're gonna be here a little bit longer than we need to be. So I'm gonna keep my mouth closed.
Oh, okay,
And
okay.
we'll reconvene on that one on
Well,
another
I
time.
keep my mouth closed. What
I'm gonna
about
keep my
you?
mouth shut and we'll reconvene another time.
What about you, Lacole?
I mean, at the end of the day, we we are small businesses, and the weight is on our shoulders.
Yep.
Everything that we do, um, and everything that and I'm gonna talk about this in Success Room, where me and MJ talked about that just blew my mind. It drove me crazy, and it's still driving me crazy. But we're gonna talk about that in the Success Room because that's the business part of it. But
Okay.
This
as
sounds
far as the
spicy.
motivational side of it,
Yeah.
take this new opportunity, this new beginning to be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And stop letting things hinder you. I mean, and I understand things are going to come up against you. Like my health came up against me. I had a heart attack. And I think I got on a consult with you after I had the heart attack, and you was like, well, we could have rescheduled.
Yeah. And yeah,
But
no, really. These
it's
are like
like,
real emergencies, guys. This is like real emergencies. There's people out here who will reschedule for their pencil falling off the desk. I'm talking like these are real emergencies, and these are completely understandable that a person might say, I can't come. Your health is a top priority, and some things happen in life. So, yes, we could have definitely rescheduled. I was like, look away. Is this okay? But I also had to accept that my clients are different when it comes to how they handle things. Some clients, when they go through something that's disappointing or disheartening, they don't like to be left, like, they don't like for me to say, oh, okay, I can just give you space and we'll come back later. They want to work because they want something to keep them productive or they're working in their passion. Some clients, they get overwhelmed and they feel like I got to freeze everything. I don't want to do anything. So I just give them space. And so I just have to kind of work with what each person is like. But yes, I was like, this woman just told me she had a heart attack. You're on this consultation talking about booking events and the next author.
uh-huh. And
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
and but yeah.
But please proceed.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
I mean, everything is not gonna be perfect with your business. And sometimes, and I've had to do it myself, sometimes you have to go back and apologize for the things that were a hindrance, were a delay, were behind. And like Catan call them fires. Sometimes you have to go and you have to put fires out. But at the same time, don't continue to have to put out the very same fire. Because that's my thing. Um, Either I'm gonna put out the fire and I'm gonna move forward with it, or if I get some more fires of the same realm, then that means it's not for me. Because I know my mindset. If I keep getting the same things occurring, then that part of it is not for me. And you have to know that sometimes everything that you desire is not for you, but can be put off to somebody else that's gonna be good enough to do it for you and get it done. And it's still for you. It's just somebody else taking the load off of you. And we have to know that. So that's pretty much all that I have to motivate. Um, be the best version of you that you can possibly be. And continue to be that best version of you. Because 2027 not gonna find me on nobody's 9 to 5. I done told it to my mentor. I done told it to my husband. I done told it to myself. And these 5 days that I've been off, I don't even want to go back to work tomorrow because it was so it was so nice. It was peaceful. It was relaxing. My body feels like this is what my life needs to be. And that's what I'm going for.
That is a very powerful statement. My body feels like this is what my life needs to be. That's when you know that what you're wanting to do is aligned with your passion or your calling. So yeah, I definitely am excited for this upcoming year, and I'm excited to be supporting you. I'm excited to be able to have my book published through your course, Lacole. Um, for everyone that is watching or listening to this motivation room, I just want you to know that if you are that light for people, don't dim your light. Just practice who you allow to be in the presence of it. Um, Things happen in life, in business, in friendships, in relationships. I would say don't always assume. When you have a feeling, observe a little bit longer before you communicate, then communicate whatever that feeling is, and stay true to your integrity and keep working hard and keep going. Because even though you may have moments where people don't show up for you, we should not return that poor reciprocation. We should just move on and accept that they are just not someone that is capable of doing that, and go and be in spaces where you're around people who are capable of reciprocating that same energy or that level of energy that you deserve and that you are needing. So if you ever have a feeling where you say, I'm just not going to help people, I'm just not going to do this, keep doing it, keep helping people, keep being in your truth, but make sure you're doing it in a calculated and mutually beneficial way. And calculated is sometimes used as a negative connotation, but I see it as a positive connotation because it is you doing the math of what actions you execute. Does this make sense? Does this align with me? These are questions we have to ask ourselves. And so that's why I just felt like this is a really important topic to discuss. Make sure that when you're out here working, you are working for yourself, you're living for yourself. It's okay to have accountability, as we all know. However, also take those days off and support yourself. Thank you so much for listening to our motivation room, wherever you're listening or watching. And if you would like to be a speaker at the motivation rooms, you are more than welcome to join us. You can come dress up. You can come, after a long day, if you're relaxed, casual, however, but just come and be a part of this conversation. Um, if you have something that you feel like is valuable. To join our motivation room for the entire year of 2026, you can pay $20 one time and join on in. And if you're not a lifetime member, if you are a lifetime member, the motivation room is complimentary and you're able to join unlimited. So you don't have to worry about paying that fee. But all right, thank you so much, guys. We may post this video on our community and you can check it out there and join in the conversation if you'd like. Talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.